Alrighty, everyone, thanks for coming back. I know it's been a little bit since we've done anything skincare related. Not that, I guess not that long, but I've been sort of slow with stuff lately, and the last video that you got was a food video. But today I'm particularly excited to share with you guys another skincare brand that you probably have never heard of. If you've got acne prone skin, I think that you would quite enjoy. It's a very minimal line, and I'm really excited to be partnering with this brand to tell you about their skincare. So today's video is sponsored by The Other Skincare Company, which is the skincare brand that I will be talking to you guys about today. I was really interested when they contacted me. I had never heard of them before. They've got a pretty small presence on social media. I think because they're newer, they did just recently launch, I think within the last year and a half. They haven't been around that long, but I've never heard anybody else talk about them. I've never seen them. Yeah, again, because they're pretty small and they're pretty new. So I'm excited to be bringing this to you guys. Any line that's got to do with like acne prone skincare, especially if it's affordable, I'm always really excited to try and test out and review for you guys, you know, to bring you some new and effective stuff. So, like I said, this is The Other Skincare Company, and currently they have, let me get them all lined up here. They have 4 products. They've got 2 sort of cleansing products. One is a cleansing oil or their cleanser, and then another is the micellar water, so it can be used as like a toner or a cleanser. I use it as more of like a micellar cleansing water step. I don't spray it on like a traditional toner. We'll talk about that. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then they've also got the dry oil serum and then a moisturizer. So there are a couple of things that I've been adding in to sort of make this a complete routine for me, because I do like to add in some hydration. That's really the only thing that's missing here for me is hydration. So we'll get to that when we get to that part of, you know, this. I'm wearing makeup. We're going to be doing a little demo because I like to do demos of the skincare that I review for you guys. So we are going to be taking this off, and then we're going to be putting on some skincare. So before I get into that, let's talk about the line itself. So they specialize in compromised skin, prone to acne, inflammation, redness, and dehydration by applying a unique skincare approach. So this really appealed to me because I am all of those things. I am acne prone, I have inflammation, I have redness, and I do get dehydrated skin very often. It's not necessarily dry, it's just dehydrated. So they do base their skincare methodology on repair and maintenance of the skin barrier system and the overall boosting of the skin's innate immune system. So I'm gonna read a little bit before we get into the products and stuff. An intact skin barrier and a healthy stratum corneum, which is the outermost layer of the skin, are the 2 most important factors for a problem-free skin, regardless whether you suffer from acne, inflammation, redness, dryness, dermatitis, or skin allergies. The skin barrier is what protects our skin from harmful substances and microorganisms that can trigger all of the above skin problems. To accomplish this, they use skin-identical ingredients these are ingredients that are naturally part of the structure of our skin, like ceramides, cholesterol, free fatty acids, hyaluronic acids, glycerol, proteins, just to name a few. Supplying skin-identical ingredients to the stratum corneum supports the skin barrier function, reducing transepidermal water loss and restoring epidermal homeostasis. So they blend these barrier boosting ingredients with only the purest, most potent, naturally derived actives and base ingredients to deliver clean and effective products in elegant, cutting-edge delivery systems. All of their products are formulated without harsh, stripping, or irritating ingredients to further ensure the skin barrier function and lipid barrier of the stratum corneum stay intact, resulting in stronger, healthier, and more resistant skin. So they use natural ingredients, keep essential oils to a minimum, and use them only when they function as scientifically proven actives, not to scent their products with them. So if you are extremely sensitive to essential oils, that's something to keep in mind, is that they aren't essential oil free, but they're not there to like scent the product. So they're They're there to function a specific purpose, and it's not just to make it smell good or, you know, whatever. So they use skin identical ingredients, pure plant oils, plant extracts, pure hydrosols and essential oils, plant-based proteins, minerals and vitamins, fruit enzymes, bioavailable antioxidants, naturally derived biodegradable emulsifiers, and then preservatives that are approved for natural skincare. And then they don't use all of the, you know, the usual nasties, silicones and PEGs and things that I typically avoid. I'll leave the link for the like about me page so you can read all about, because there's tons of information on, you know, the ingredients that they use and all of that. And I don't want to sit here and like lament over all of that forever, but I did just want to sort of give you like the basics of the brand. So the goal of their products is to support the skin barrier function and hydration levels with skin identical ingredients, boosting the skin's own defense and repairing functions. It's to keep the skin's integrity intact without stripping off essential lipids and respecting the skin's optimal pH for a healthy skin, to offer microbiome friendly products, and then to use only scientifically proven to be effective, naturally derived actives that calm, protect, nourish, and energize the skin. They don't use heat when formulating their products to avoid ingredients degradation and ensure maximum potency and efficacy of their actives. And then they use innovative self-emulsification processes that enable them to maintain a high concentration of active ingredients, resulting in non-greasy, highly hydrating, and potent products. So that's just sort of like basic information about the line, and then we'll get into the actual products, what I think about them, if I would recommend them and all that. I mean, obviously, since I'm sitting here doing a video telling you guys about them and that I'm really excited about them. So yes, spoiler alert, I do recommend them. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first thing. So this is their Keep Calm Oil Balancing and Skin Barrier Boosting Oil Cleanser. So this is an oil cleanser. It is an emulsifying oil cleanser, and it does have fruit enzymes and ceramides in it. You guys know I love anything enzymatic. I do actually prefer a emulsifying oil cleanser to like a traditional one. I do love traditional like non-emulsifying ones as well. I think they're beautiful, and there are a couple formulas that of course I will not be without ever. But for the most part, I do reach for emulsifying ones over non-emulsifying ones, just for ease of use, time savings. And if they have fruit enzymes, you know, like the more the better, because I love anything that's like enzymatic. So it's oil to milk. It's the same type of emulsifying oil cleanse you'll see with like other brands, like Leilani has an emulsifying one with some fruit enzymes in it. And then there's, you know, there's tons of other emulsifying oil cleansers out there. And this one I really enjoy for a variety of reasons. So it combines a blend of deep cleansing oils, exfoliating enzymes, and skin strengthening ceramides. And then of course rinses clean with water. So it's powerful but gentle face cleanser that draws impurities and excess oil buildup out of the pores, balancing the skin's sebum production. It uses essential fatty acids to gently but deeply cleanse the skin, and a special fruit enzyme mix to boost exfoliation and enhance cellular proliferation. With added ceramides for a skin barrier boost and blue tansy for its calming properties, this innovative formula will leave your skin calm, clean, and subtle, and will not disturb your skin's microbiome and pH. So let's talk about some of the ingredients before we get started. So it's got grapeseed oil, Abyssinian oil, castor oil. So then their fruit enzyme extract is bilberry, sugarcane, orange fruit, lemon fruit, and sugar maple. And then it's got ceramides, rosemary extract, and then blue tansy. So of course I'll have links to all these below so you can check out all the ingredients for yourself. And let's just get started. So it is this beautiful blue-green color because of the blue tansy. It always does that. I am wearing a full face of makeup today. Pretty much wear the same makeup every time that I put makeup on these days. If you want to know what I put on my face, check out my Detox Market Bliss Bundle unboxing video where I did like the get ready with me with my everyday makeup. I might at some point just do like a totally separate video where it's just my everyday makeup, so you could like look that up if you want and it not be related to like the Detox Market or anything else. But it'll be exactly this again because this is what I use all the time. The only thing I did differently is I changed the blush to a more like apricot-y one. Then I think I used like a shimmery blush in that other one, but that's what I used. It's all the same stuff. Okay, so I've got the oil cleanser. I did put on quite a few pumps just because I do have a full face of makeup on. And we're just gonna go ahead and start breaking it down. It always pains me a little bit to remove my makeup when I think it looks, you know, really good. And today it actually looked really good. And I love this oil cleanser. So like I said before, I really like and prefer, and not enzymatic, emulsifying oil cleansers just for ease of use, just to get done quicker. And then of course anything with enzymes. And this isn't, so in terms of like other enzymatic oil cleansing or balm cleansing products, I do think this is a more like a gentle exfoliation. So I don't notice as much exfoliation as I do like with the Mahalo Unveil. This one is like a much lighter exfoliation. So if that one is too much for you, though, I don't know that I've ever heard anybody say, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words today. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that like the enzymatic exfoliation is too much, but I find that this one is like much gentler, but still like nicely exfoliates my skin. Okay, so we're gonna do the brows, the eyes, and the lashes as well. So I do rub this around my eyes. I am actually wearing quite a lot of mascara today. I put on quite a few layers, I think like 3. Though don't ask me why, I don't really know. I'll just rub that gently around the eyes. Woo. So it is very gentle around the eyes. There's no stinging for me. There usually isn't. The only issue I ever really have sometimes with like oil cleansers, excuse me, like around the eye areas, that sometimes they could just like get in my contacts, create like the cloudy eye thing, but I don't even have that going on. But they never usually irritate me. Like, this is how much mascara I was wearing. So much mascara. Okay, so I do have a little bowl of water here, and I'm gonna take that, and then we're gonna start to, you know, break some of this down. So you can see it start to like break down and milk up a little. Let's do around the eyes. I did bring a little towel in here as well to sort of like help clean up around the face. So, and then this does do best like rinsed, you know, fully underwater. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. But as you can see, all of my eye makeup is gone. Removed it, no problem. All the rest of my makeup is pretty much broken down at this point. So I'm gonna go rinse this off and then we'll come back and we'll do everything else. Okay, so we're going to finish off the cleansing with the next product technically. Because I do find that I do need a second cleanse, but you can see that it removed, you know, pretty much everything. There's just like probably a little bit of residual. There usually is, especially when I'm wearing like a lot of mascara and stuff like that. But in terms of the oil cleanser, this has become one of my favorite formulas. You'll see it pop up again when I do my top 5 oil cleanser videos, which should be coming out soon. Now that I've done this video, because I was kind of waiting for this to do this review because I fell in love with it as I was testing it. You know, it cleanses the skin. It does keep my skin like nice and calm. I do have some breakout stuff going on, sugar related, like I know. I keep saying I'm giving up sugar, but then like my mental health takes a dip and then I just end up eating sugar. Like that's what happens to me. But we're doing okay right now. So we're coming out of the sugar, you know, the sugar stuff, but I love that it you know, it's calming on my skin. I love the blue tansy, especially. I love anything with blue tansy in it. It smells really good. Works really well. It's got like that nice fruit enzyme thing that's not like too enzymatic, but it leaves your skin really soft. And you can tell that it's been exfoliated, but it's not, you know, harsh. So really, really like this. It's actually really affordable as well. I mean, the whole line is, in my opinion. It's $39 for 4 ounces, which is, you know, kind of a steal when you look at what else is out there, you know, with ingredients that are similar, like other, you know, lines, even lines that I love. That's really, really affordable for the amount of product that it is and how much I like it. Okay, so the next product is the Micellar water for gentle cleansing and toning. It's the NMF Micellar water. So it says it's a multitasking product. It's a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. I've only been using this as like a light cleanser. So either on days when I'm not, taking a shower, or I just need like a light cleanse in the morning where I don't want to do like the whole face washing thing, I'll just spray some of this on a cotton round, which is what I'm going to do today, and then I wipe it over my face, or I use it as like a second cleanse. So like I'll use this after I've removed my makeup, and then I will go in with this. So we're going to do that in a minute. Let's talk about it first. So this is a multitasking formula for people with dehydrated or oily skin, prone to breakouts, who are looking for a gentle way to cleanse, tone, and hydrate without disturbing the skin's barrier and pH. So it's a 3-in-1 product that's capable of cleansing, toning, and hydrating the skin at the same time, using 100% natural actives, hydrosols, and calming aloe. They loaded this micellar water with ingredients that are part of the skin's natural moisturizing factor, which is the NMF. That, natural moisturizing factor is what that stands for, to aid in increasing hydration levels. To condition, soothe, and calm the skin, they're using colloidal oat and jojoba extract, and to boost antioxidant and anti-aging properties, as well as to protect the skin, they added bamboo isoflavones. For toning, rejuvenating, and regenerating the skin, there's nothing better than rose and neroli hydrosols together with green tea, cucumber, echinacea, and mangosteen extracts. And then finally, to purify the skin, they're using a minuscule amount of coconut-derived surfactant, which will gently cleanse the skin and tighten the pores without the need to rinse after use. So to use it as a cleanser, like I said, we're gonna spray it on the cotton pad and then wipe it over the face, gently wipe it. It says you may leave the product on your skin for added toning and hydrating properties, or you may rinse it off your skin if your skin is extremely sensitive or irritated at the moment. I don't find that this irritates my skin, but I don't have generally sensitive skin, really. So, I think I covered everything. It's got aloe vera juice, neroli, rose, colloidal oat, jojoba, bamboo, mangosteen, green tea, echinacea, cucumber, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, sodium PCA, and sodium lactate to help with hydrating. Okay, after a small interruption from my family, let's do this. So I have a reusable cotton round here. I'm just gonna spray this on it to saturate it. And then I'm just going to use it to finish cleansing my skin, get any residual makeup bits, which there shouldn't be much because of the other cleanser, the oil cleanser, does do a good job. There might just be maybe a little bit of mascara. Yep, there's a little bit. But the oil cleanser does a really good job of removing pretty much all of the makeup. So I was wearing a full face of powders, and then mascara and eyeshadow and brow product. So here is, you can sort of see, there was a little bit of residual makeup, but not a ton. So you can see the oil cleanser does a really good job, and then that is good to just get like the residual stuff off. So you don't have to do like a second full cleanse if you don't want to. This is enough for me that I don't feel like I need to go in with like another cleanser to feel like I'm really cleansing my face. My face feels really good already from this, and then this just helps, further clean it. Okay, so the last two products in the step are the moisturizing products. So the first is the Plant Voodoo Clarifying Concentrate for Dehydrated Blemish-Prone Skin. So this is their dry oil serum. And I'll see if I can I show you? No, it's just an oil. It's opaque, so you can't really see in there, but it is an oil. So it's the ultimate breakout neutralizer. It's formulated with potent plant-derived antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and skin-identical ingredients. It's designed for dehydrated skin prone to congestion, hormonal fluctuations, breakouts, and inflammation, and will support the skin's barrier and immune system. It will purify your pores, calm your breakouts, reduce inflammation, and make your skin stronger and more resistant. The synergistic combination of bakuchiol, which is a plant form of vitamin A, and 1% salicylic acid, has a proven skin purifying and antibacterial effect. Thyme, chamomile CO2, and mangosteen peel extracts work together to calm, clear, and protect the skin without disturbing the skin's microbiome. Ceramides in a blend of black cumin CO2 extract, watermelon, blackberry, and pomegranate oils rich in essential fatty acids will strengthen and boost the skin's barrier, making it more resilient and healthier looking. And then expect clearer, brighter, and calmer skin with regular use. So they say people notice visible improvement of breakouts, dramatic reduction in inflammation, a lot less new acne, brighter skin, smoother skin texture. And I will say that I have seen most of the same. Again, like my skin generally is triggered by diet these days, diet, stress, like lack of sleep, those things all sort of like trigger breakouts. I did have a bit, you know, my skin's looking good for the last couple of days because I've been taking really good care of it. But I did have like sort of like a major breakout. I do have this on my neck too, which is no fun. I always hate these. This is like random, this one random thing down here. So then you apply 1 pump onto freshly cleansed skin, followed by moisturizer. Safe to use twice daily, which I do. I do use it morning and night. It says don't use along with chemical peels or exfoliates to avoid irritation. This product may initially cause purging for some people. It's a normal reaction, a sign of accelerated purification and skin exfoliation. I didn't notice any purging. I generally don't experience any purging when I use any like sort of like natural products anymore. Maybe I did in the beginning, but that's not a thing that I experience. Maybe if you're brand new to natural products or you've never used like an oil before, maybe that's something that happens to you. But for me, I don't find that it does. So it's got watermelon seed oil, black cumin seed, CO2 extract, blackberry, pomegranate, ceramides, salicylic acid, mangosteen, bakuchiol, blue chamomile. And then the thing that you're gonna smell the most in here is the thyme extract. So when you smell this, it's thyme. That's what you're gonna smell is the thyme. So let's talk about that one because that's, I think that's like a really good ingredient for people with like acne. That along with the black cumin, like all the other things that are in here, it's all really good for acne prone skin. But thyme is something I've used before, and I think maybe like one other product because it's pretty strong. It's kind of like when you have clove or like oregano. Those are all sort of like really strong, good, potent ingredients for like acne prone skin that you can feel and smell. So if you've got really sensitive skin, you might notice maybe like an intensity with this because there was another product that I used like a long time ago that had thyme in it. The concentration of thyme must have just been very high in that because I did have like an intense reaction to that. This one I don't, but it reminded me so much of that other product that I remembered having that intense reaction. So it's possible you could if you have very sensitive skin. So just keep that in mind. So thyme extract is what's in here. It's a medical herb used for centuries against bacteria, viruses, funguses, and not funguses, and infections. Thyme has just recently been scientifically evaluated for its anti-acne properties. In a study, 10 essential oils were investigated, and among the 10, thyme oil exhibited the strongest antibacterial activities towards P. acnes. In another study, thyme extract exhibited stronger antibacterial activities than benzoyl peroxide with no side effects, making it a lot more gentle alternative. I used benzoyl peroxide, that's like the main thing that's what dermatologists prescribe you basically. Like when you go to a dermatologist and you have like issues with acne, they'll prescribe you like benzoyl peroxide, you know, like all kinds of pills and stuff like that. So to see that it's in a study that's saying that it's stronger than that, I mean, that's really promising. So thyme's main constituent against the acne causing bacteria is thymol, and we source the extract with highest concentration of thymol we can find in order to deliver potent antibacterial properties. And it also has rosemary extract to help the product stay fresh and potent. Okay, so I do a hydrating step before this because I find that my skin needs it. Because my skin does sort of get like more dehydrated, especially during like the winter months, I do want to add in some kind of hydration. So I wanted to talk about the two that I have used with these. So I haven't used any other hydrating products. I've only used these two with it. So, but I found that these two worked well with it. So I would recommend using either one of these two. The Indie Stem Cell Serum, I like... My brain and my mouth are not meeting up today. So I did use this for a few weeks. I talked about this in my beauty box roundup video. It's not, it's a fine hydrating serum. So like if you have this and you're looking for something to hydrating, I think it's fine for that. It does the job. It hydrates my skin. But as far as like the price tag and like all of its other claims go, I don't really know about all that. This really isn't worth $135 to me, but it did a fine job hydrating my skin. So I used that for a couple of weeks. When I was done with that review, I moved back to the Fit Glow Beauty Clear and Bright Mandelic Drops. The plant voodoo, it says don't use along with chemical peels or exfoliants to avoid irritation. This is very, very, very gentle. So I would expect people would have no problems using something like this. I think maybe they're more concerned about like lactic or glycolic acid, the ones that are more stronger. This is mandelic acid drops, which is meant to be for people with sensitive skin because it doesn't have the same irritating factor that some of those other acids do. So I've had zero issue using this with the plant voodoo oil. It doesn't irritate my skin. I don't find that it's like causing my skin like any kind of harm. So maybe if you're concerned about that, then use a different hydrating. Like if you don't have this anyway, I mean, don't use this, but if you have this, if you got the Clean Beauty box this month and you have this with it, that's gonna be fine because that's not an exfoliating product anyway. But if you have this and you decide to try this skincare, I'm just like, for me, my experience, this did nothing to my skin. Well, not that it did nothing. It did nothing to, you know, like hurt my skin in any way. I am just gonna spray a little bit of Rain. Just because I love that. And look, I'm almost done with it. It's so pretty. But yeah, I did just want to mention that I've used this with this skincare line and had zero issues with it. So I'm gonna put this on and then I'll come back when I'm ready to do the plant voodoo. So the Fit Glow Serum is gonna further help with acne, you know, exfoliating the skin, brightening the skin, healing, all that kind of good stuff. If you wanna watch my review that I did on this, please do, because I love this product and I think it works really well with these other products, especially if you're looking for something, you know, like adding a hydrating product into this, because I find that I do need it. But otherwise, if you don't, you know, just use any other hydrating serum that you've got, or if you find that you might not even need it, but for me, I find that I do. Okay, so for the Plant Voodoo, I am just gonna spray my face with a hydrating elixir because the Fit Glow serum does dry down pretty quickly. It doesn't leave my skin, you know, like wet for long. So I'm just gonna spray or pump one pump of the Plant Voodoo, and then I just press that into my skin. And it doesn't take long to absorb, so it really does sort of like live up to the name of like dry oil serum because it doesn't leave my face feeling greasy. It absorbs really quickly into the skin. And my skin really has been enjoying this formula. So, and again, for, you know, the actives that are in it, for how it has been with my skin, I find this again to be a pretty affordable product. It's only $53. That's the most expensive product in the line. The moisturizer next is $49, so it's a pretty affordable line. And then we'll talk about, you know, that more in a minute once I'm done with the other thing. Okay, so that is the oil serum. I really like that. So the last thing in the line is the Phantom Ultra Hydrating Moisturizer for Blemish Prone Skin. And this is a pretty cool product. We'll talk about that. So it's formulated for dehydrated, blemish-prone skin. It's an ultralight spray moisturizer that disappears in your skin, giving it the needed hydration without aggravating your breakouts. The result is silky smooth and subtle skin. It's packed with skin immunity boosting ingredients that increase hydration and restore the skin barrier function. This is what I'm saying is like maybe if you try this and you find that you don't need something extra hydrating underneath it, but I find that I do. Plant-derived proteins with protective, strengthening, and hydrating properties, and then phyto extracts, antioxidants, and resveratrol that clear, calm, and brighten the skin. So it's an elegant biophase moisturizer that uses a cutting-edge self-emulsifying system that allows them to have a very high concentration of precious, heat-sensitive ingredients in a product with a light and elegant texture. So on a freshly washed face after you've used your serum, shake well to activate the emulsion. Massage one pump between your palms and apply on skin. Says one pump is enough for even, very dehydrated skin, once or twice daily. I do use that twice daily as well. So I use the dry oil serum twice daily. I use this twice daily, so I'm using it as my morning and nighttime moisturizer. So let's talk about the ingredients first, and then I'll show it to you because it's really cool. So there's aloe vera juice, blackberry seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, watermelon, jojoba, ceramide 3, tomato seed oil, squalane, bamboo isoflavones, hydrolyzed quinoa protein, hydrolyzed rice protein, and then hydrolyzed amaranth protein, mangosteen, green tea, echinacea, cucumber, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, sodium PCA, sodium lactate, and then resveratrol. This one does have a small amount of lavender oil. Though like for me, I barely noticed it. I didn't even realize it had lavender oil in it. Okay, so this one is a spray moisturizer, but you don't spray it on your face. You spray it in your hands. So before you use it, you want to shake it up. Just give it a real good shake. And then I'm gonna dampen my face before I do that, because you want to spray it on a damp face. And then you just spray a pump. That first one wasn't like a full pump. So this is what it looks like when it comes out. And then I rub it between my hands and I apply this. Well, I guess now I kind of smell the lavender. It's not very strong, but if you're very sensitive to lavender, just again, something else to keep in mind if you can't do it at all. So, I mean, pretty light on the essential oils. There really isn't much in here. But we'll talk about ways that you can try this line here in a second. If you're concerned that maybe it might be too much for your skin, you know, maybe you really want to try it, but you aren't sure. We'll talk about that in a second. So this is a really cool moisturizer. I find that it does really, really well moisturizing my skin. It sort of looks a little bit greasy at first, but then if you give it a few minutes to like sink in, it doesn't feel or look that way anymore. Makeup goes well on top of it, though I usually give my makeup quite a bit of time because I can. I don't leave my house, so I give my makeup, you know, anywhere from like half an hour to an hour before I put it on after I've done my skincare, and there's no issue. But you know, the longer you let it sit, the longer it'll sink in. And you'll notice that it's not, you know, it's not greasy. You know, even now it's like already starting to sink in. You know, feel really good. So my skin looks calm. And aside from like some of these breakouts that are like kind of healing, this was a pretty bad one. This was like a cystic thing that happened on my, you know, my cheek. I used a couple of those like microneedle acne dot things. Took it down a little. But yeah, I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation from like all the acne that I had. But other than that, I mean, my skin is in pretty good condition, you know, outside of the breakout that I had. Overall, I really love this line, and this is a line that I've been really, really impressed with, especially for acne prone skin. I mean, this was designed for my kind of skin in mind. And if you are somebody who is looking for a line, you want to use a collection of products from the same line. You want, you know, a line of skincare that's going to do something for your acne, for your inflammation, your redness. I know that the majority of you guys that follow me have skin type that's similar to mine, but I know that that's not the case for everybody. So this isn't going to be a line for everybody, but if you are somebody who has got similar skin type to mine, I think you would have very good success with this line. You know, granted that you aren't sensitive to essential oils or things like that. If you have skin in general that's not super sensitive and you can use a lot of different ingredients, you know, and you can try some new stuff that isn't going to freak your skin out, I think that you would have really good success with this line, because I've really, really been enjoying it. And like I said, it's one of my favorite skincare discoveries, you know, in a really long time, probably since like Free and True. I really have enjoyed the line. It's very minimal and it's very affordable. It's got, you know, ingredients that do really good things for my skin, for people with acne in general. It clears my skin, it calms my skin. You know, I'm not dealing with a ton of redness these days, just, you know, some inflammation left over from like sugar, because the sugar consumption hasn't completely stopped, but you know, I'm working on it. But it, you know, it helps with acne, it helps with inflammation, it calms my skin. My skin just feels really good when I use it. It's not dry, it doesn't feel stripped, it doesn't feel tight, it just feels nourished and taken care of. And if you are looking for an acne line specifically, because I know that I've reviewed a lot of skincare for you guys lately. So this line in particular, if you are acne prone, sensitive, like inflammation, this would be great for you. I think that you would do very well with this line. So there are a few different ways that you can try it. So let's talk about all that. Let's talk about pricing. So I told you guys the prices of like all the products as we were coming up with it. So you can buy the entire skincare set to bundle up and save. So if you bought everything individually, it would cost you $170. But if you did the bundle that's on sale right now, it's $130 for the entire line, which, I mean, I think that's a really good deal. But you can also try it in 2 different travel sizes if you want to try it before you invest in the full sizes, because you don't know, maybe some of these ingredients you aren't sure about, maybe you aren't sure how your skin will handle it. So they have a deluxe tester kit which has, I'm not sure of the sizing of them, but they're pretty tiny, sort of like maybe it'll give you like a week couple of days, you know, enough to know if it's going to cause you any kind of irritation, if it's gonna cause you any kind of reaction. That's $20 for all 4 products, so you'll get a little bit of each one so you can try it out, see how your skin reacts. And then they also have a travel sized kit that comes with like a little travel bag that is, it looks like probably 1 ounce of each, the Calm, you know, the oil cleanser and the toner, and then maybe like half ounces or a quarter ounce or 15 mil of the 2 other products, and that's $49. So, you know, lots of ways that you can try this line. I do highly recommend it just because I've had such good success with my skin, and it's easy to incorporate a lot of other products in this, you know, if you're using this. So, you know, if you guys subscribed to Boxwalla or the Clean Beauty Box, you could incorporate either one of the hydrating serums in the same step that I did, the Ficlo Mandelic drops. But I mean, you could, if you just are looking for like an oil cleanser that you want to try, you can easily add that into like your already, you know, existing routine, and that would not, you know, cause any issues. I definitely would try these 2 together though, because I do think that they make a really great pair. And I mean, this is definitely where you're going to see the most benefit anyway in your skin. And I find that they're really effective and have just done really great things for my skin. So like here, you can see, you know, it was a little bit sort of like greasy when I put that moisturizer on, but it's now pretty much all sunken into the skin. I could put makeup on top right now and have 0 issue. So there's been like no pilling, no anything like that. It's just been really great for my skins. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. I hope that you enjoyed discovering a brand new skincare line. Let me know if you've ever heard of the other skincare company, because like I said, I hadn't. I mean, they're pretty new. They have a very small social media presence. So definitely go follow them on Instagram. And then I'll leave the links below for all of the products in case you're interested. Let me know if you decide to pick anything up, if you decide to try it, because I really would love to hear your experience with it. Maybe if you decide to pick it up, come back to this video, you know, after a couple of weeks of use and let me know how it went for you. But yeah, I was really excited to bring this review to you guys because I'm always looking for, you know, acne specific lines, because a lot of the reviews that I've done recently, like the vegan skincare, the Therapure, which I did over on Instagram, that was Instagram specific, but I'll talk about it here, you know, in like another video. What else have I done? Lux Botanics, that one was acne specific. So Lux Botanics and like the Ficlo Mandelic drops were acne specific. So I do like to do mostly acne specific reviews if I can, you know, as many as will come to me. But some of the stuff that I review isn't acne specific. So yeah, so I'm always looking for acne specific skincare lines and affordable skincare lines, because a lot of people are looking for affordable skincare. Not everybody can afford a $300 cream or like a $1,000 routine. Here you get a routine of products that is going to target and clear acne. It's going to moisturize and hydrate your skin. It's going to effectively do all the things that you want it to do for less than $200. That was a really huge selling point for me when this brand reached out to me and wanted to work together. I've been really impressed with the brand. I plan on keeping these things in my routine. I plan on sharing these things with you guys, you know, for the foreseeable future, because this has been one of my favorite discoveries, you know, of late, you know, brand discoveries. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was helpful. You know, leave some comments down below if you've got anything that you want to chat about. And thank you for being here, and I'll see you in my next one.